Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Create with Chris Live. It's 7 o'clock on Monday night, and Michigan is now on lockdown, meaning if you're a non-essential worker or employee, you need to stay inside your home. My husband has been working up until this point, but he did get to come home today. I have a bad habit, I'm realizing, of touching my face. There's so many things happening and so many things to be aware of that I never was before. So, hi Debbie, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're staying sane over there. I'm loving the pictures you're sharing of you with your granddaughters. They're just so beautiful. But we are on lockdown, and so it means an entirely different way of life. I like to get in my car and run up to the grocery store and run here, run there, or just get out. I did forego the post office this weekend. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for tuning in, and delivered some things into mailboxes. It's going to be something very different and difficult for all of us to get through. So I hope that you'll all be kind and be respectful. We all have different views about everything, and that's what makes our world such an exciting one. And the fact, hi Nancy, that we are so accepting of other people and the differences in all of us. So please be kind. Number one, if you do nothing in a day, be kind. So, speaking of being kind, last week I started a card shower, and I have a little thing that I'm doing called 5 a day keeps the crazy away. So, I'm going to share with you, this is my little box with 28 cards in it. They're all addressed and stamped and ready to go. So, I'm going to keep the crazy away for a lot of people this week. In fact, about 28 of them. I did mail 5 this morning also. So if you are a card maker, send your cards out. Right now more than ever, we can use a little pick-me-up and a little happy mail, especially when you're going to the mailboxes and getting those bills. And those of you who had to come home today probably are not getting a paycheck this week or next. So it's a different time for the United States, and from what I can see, we're pulling together and we're all doing the best that we can. So I'm going to be here about 3 or 4 times a week to craft with you. Those of you who know me know that I love crafting. It's not only a creative outlet, but it helps keep me sane. I do a one-on-one business normally. So my craft room, which has been dubbed the rubber room, is always full of crazy, happy fun. And I'm missing everybody now. So I'm going to be doing some lives. Some of my classes will be Zoom classes. So if you take my card class, for example, I will send you all of the supplies, and then we'll make the cards together on a Zoom call. So that way at least I'll get to see your smiling face. Some of mine are just going to be to go, where I will send them the supplies to you in the mail so you can make them at home, and I will share a video with you. And I think that's about it. But I am going to be here live, still doing classes, still doing workshops. In fact, I have a workshop scheduled for a gal on Friday who didn't want to miss her opportunity to have a workshop and use her Stampin' Rewards to purchase her starter kit. So I'm going to talk about the starter kit today with you guys, because that's a great opportunity. And also having a workshop live is a great opportunity for you to stay in touch with some of your friends and still be creating and sharing some happy times with them, even when you can't be with them in person. So I'm going to move my cards and turn my camera down. Okay, so I will see you guys in just a few minutes. We'll get you down here and get some lights on and let the party start. Okay? You guys can take this few minutes while I get readjusted to grab yourself a glass of wine, or my phone's ringing. I'm not sure what that's about. We'll get that out of the way there. Okay, so I think I want to go this way a bit with you guys. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, So last week I came on and shared this gorgeous Pleased as Punch designer series paper. I've cut my paper down so I can share all of the gorgeous designs with you, but it does come in a pack of 12 by 12 paper. So this one matches the Heart Duo Punch, meaning you can take your heart punches and just slide your paper right inside there, line it up perfectly, and punch your heart up. And your heart punch is a heart punch pack. So you actually get these 2 great punches when you buy that pack, and they layer right on top of each other. Okay, so you have that great paper that you can use your heart punch with, and it is this gorgeous kind of pink plaid on the back. This is a great paper to use for your Easter cards. And then you have, I have stuff everywhere. This is the tulip paper. We used this one on a card last week, and on the back of it is kind of that green. And this one is also great for some spring cards and a little bit of fringe along the bottom so you can make it look like some grass. And this one, you can actually slide this in and do your tulip punch the same way I did that heart punch. Let's see if I can get it over here so you guys can see it. Let's see if we can. Because of the edge of the paper, you're going to have to trim it up a bit when you put it through there. But let's see if I can just snip that corner off there. There we go. And it'll go in and your tulip will line up just perfectly inside there. And you do have to then go back and put your little leaf in there. So you can then go back and line up your leaf. So you can line up both the leaf and the tulip in that one. And also because the back of it's green, you get that kind of green leaf too with it. And this is called the Tulip Builder Punch. And then we have the Umbrella Builder Punch. And this one is just too cute. I love this umbrella paper. And it works the same way. You're just going to open it up. And you can take your, let me cut this up a little bit so it'll be easier for us to share. Okay, so I can take my Umbrella Builder Punch and put my paper in and line my umbrella up perfectly. Okay, and I get that great umbrella. And then you can also, one of the other things that it will punch is this little kind of half folded umbrella. So we'll trim our paper up a little bit more. Let's see if I can get this in there for you. I know sometimes you guys think I like to torture you by making this look really difficult. Sometimes it feels like that to me too. So, okay, so we're gonna just put that in there and line that up. Looks like we're gonna have to trim this big fat edge off here. Okay, so then that one's gonna line up perfectly just like that. So for those of you who don't like fussy cutting, this paper is just a pleasure to work with. Or if you don't want to buy 100 packs of designer series paper, I don't know who wouldn't want to, but I seem to love collecting papers, so I like it when it coordinates with a punch and I can use them together. And the fourth punch it coordinates with is the Small Bloom Punch. This is a free celebration item, so when you spend $100, you can choose this as your free celebration item. And you can go in with this one and do the same thing. You're just going to go in and pop your flowers out. And I love the back of this one too. That is such a great card for spring. Let's see what was on the back of, oh, the umbrella one had raindrops on it. That was the one we missed. So you have this on the back of here. Here are a couple cards, just so you get the idea of how quick and easy these punches make everything. This one we used the heart punch, and we used some designer series paper and some regular cardstock. This one we just punched the hearts right out, or I'm sorry, the tulips right out. And then here's some of the flower paper. And the back of the flower paper, we coordinated that. And this one I used just the pink flowers, and then the back of the heart paper. And then this one, actually, I used a piece of designer series paper and stamped on it and cut it. So quick and easy cards made with these punches. And if you make a $50 order on my website using the hostess code for this month, I will send you 4 already completed cards, one made with each of these 4 stamp sets. Okay? So one of the great things happening during celebration is our starter kit. And it's always a great deal, but during celebration, it gets even better. I'm going to move some of these things around so they don't get lost here. And right now, if you are a demonstrator, you can order the Ornate package. And I wrote down all of my information and left it sitting over there. So I will post the information for you. This is the Ornate Garden Suite. And it comes with this great embossing folder. And it has these little tiny flowers on it. It's a thick embossing folder, and it gives you a great impression. Real deep, but they're just little teeny tiny flowers. It is an amazing background. There is the Ornate style stamp set. Do you guys love that? I love all of those flowers. This one, especially if you're a watercolor girl, that one is for you. And daisies, I love daisies in the spring. And we do have a daisy punch that you can use that will coordinate really nicely with this. This one you can purchase in a bundle, and it comes with these border dies. Okay, so this one you can see will even give you different flowers and leaves that you can use. Here's a little eyelet lace here. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I love this little daisy one. How cute is that? The daisies with the leaves on it. Really, really cute. And then of course you have 3 little flowers that you can use to coordinate with it. So that's one of the bundles that come in the suite. And the other one is this Ornate Thanks. Oh, I have to sneeze, excuse me. Oh, excuse me, not sure where that one came from. Okay, so this one is the Ornate Thanks, and you can see it has these big bold greetings, and then it coordinates them with these really fine calligraphy images, and I just love that look. But when you use these border dies with it, these ornate layering dies, they have these dies just layer one inside the other. This is the entire set. And when you put that thanks on one of these, it makes it look just so feminine and elegant, just because of kind of the eyelet lace there. So you get this bundle, and get a pack of designer series paper. And this is kind of retro looking paper, isn't it? I like those flowers. These are definitely colors from back when it was the peace love era and everybody had the daisy flowers. Everything was kind of brown and green and gold, and so it is kind of retro, but I love those color combinations are so pretty. And look at these daisies. Are those just gorgeous? I'm so ready for spring and woke up to snow this morning, so I'm a little it is melting very, very quickly though. This is the back of them. And you can see this would be just beautiful paper to mount on top of gold foil. So there's another one, and this one is green with a little bit of gold in it. I see that one on a lot of different things, and even this one is going to make a great Christmas card. I know you're like, that is mint melody cardstock and gold. That's not going to look good, but I'm going to make a Christmas card and you guys are going to fall in love with it. It will look good. And there's some little flowers on there in the olive, and there's some little flowers inside circles on there. So you get an entire pack of designer series paper. There's 6 designs, and this paper again is 12 by 12. So you get 2 sheets of each, and then you have this double pack of ribbon. So you get this old olive ribbon, and then this one here. And I believe that is maybe Calypso Coral ribbon. Okay. And we're not done yet. You get this great pack of gilded gems, and these come in 3 different sizes. There are 90 of them. So you get 30 of each size. And they are so shiny and pretty. Just love those. So what is happening right now is that demonstrators can order this entire suite of products for $136. And because we are coming to the tail end of celebration, what happens is you can put these items in your starter kit. So you can actually bundle it in your starter kit and order $124 worth of merchandise, and then add 1 stamp set on as a bonus. So you would get all of these products for $99. And you pay the tax, but Stampin' Up! Pays the shipment. So you get all of these great products for $99, plus you get this adorable little paper trimmer. Is that too cute? I would tell you you can put this in your in your purse and take it with you to your son's games and get a lot of things done there, but we are not doing that anymore. So I'm going to leave this out on my table, and I'm going to use it to cut paper with. Imagine, right? And you get a pack of 6x6 designer series paper. And what they've done with this paper is they've taken the most popular sheets from several of our stamp sets. This is the Country Club Suite, and this is the Well Dressed Suite, and then you have that Timeless Oasis Suite, and then this is our celebration set with the lovely lilies, and then the poppies. Who doesn't love that gorgeous poppy paper, right? And these again are all 2-sided, so you have great things to choose from when you're making your products. So if you sign up to be a demonstrator, you can get all of those items plus this in your starter kit for just $99 with free shipping. So that's a great deal that is going to go away at the end of this month. So you do want to take advantage of that. All right. Now, before we were in house arrest, I had a friend over, and we made some cards with this suite of products. So I'm going to share those with you here. This is actually the one I'm going to create with you tonight. So we'll put that one up here. And see what I mean about that ornate frame, how different it looks. It makes that font look really elegant with that frame. We had planned on making some wedding invitations that we're not going to be doing now because we don't need them right away. So this is like one of the frames that I'm going to use for that invitation because I think it's just beautiful. So this one just uses some designer series paper, and that little gold really pops it. This one was the borders that layered on top of each other. Let me see right here. think that is such a gorgeous look. So what I did was I used these 2 framelits to make this piece right here. Okay, so that white piece with the pale pink behind it are these 2 framelits right here. So you can see you're gonna get a ton of different looks with these framelits. And I think that's just a gorgeous, really elegant card too. And this one was one where just this framelit was used. So all the designer series paper is cut with this one framelit or die right here. So we just again took that designer series paper. This stamp set and framelits are so versatile. You guys are just gonna have a blast with it. So she just cut those 3 pieces with her framelit. That's also a little framelit in there. And then some of the coordinating ribbon. And again, you can see this is that same framelit with the embossing folder in the background. Can you guys see what a gorgeous impression you get with that embossing folder? And then this one is some of those little, it is the embossing folder, some designer series paper, and those little flowers that were in the border framelits there. So this is a great card to showcase all of the gorgeous pieces that you can get in this suite. And this one is just lots and lots of layers of that gorgeous designer series paper. Okay. And if you do not want to join, you can purchase this stamp set. It will be available for customers next month. I am telling my customers right now, I want you to be able to get the things that you want and that you are going to need and feel comfortable crafting with them. And so if I were you, I would order as soon as you can, because we don't know when we're not going to be shipping anymore. We don't know when we're not going to be making things anymore. We don't know when things aren't coming from China anymore. These are really, really uncertain times. So I'm just telling my customers, if you want it, order it, because you're worth it. And you're going to need some supplies while you're home. And most of us are going to be home. So, and also, crafting is a great way to spend your time at home. And you don't necessarily have to put all of these items in your starter kit. You can stock up on paper, designer series paper, cardstock, whatever it is that you think you're going to need to get you through this time and keep your sanity. So you're going to make this card here. And I've taken a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, and I scored my whole piece of paper at 2 1/4, 3 5/8, 7 3/8, and 8 3/4. And then I cut my paper in half at 4 1/4. So you're still going to be able to get 2 cards out of 1 piece of cardstock. Okay? And then we're just going to kind of burnish these down. Fold them right on those score lines. So it's going to look like that. And then I'm going to take, let me grab my little paper trimmer here. How about that? And I'm going to cut 3 pieces of paper. I'm going to need a piece of paper for here, here, and the front. Okay, and my card base, again, this way is 4 1/4. So I know I'm going to want it 4 inches wide. Let's see if I can get this going for you. So I'm going to put this right at my 4-inch mark. Okay. And I want 2 of them at 4 by 2 inches. So I'm going to put this at my 2-inch mark. And let's see, did that make 2 inches? Oh yeah. So these are going to be the pieces that we're going to use right here on the edges of our card. Okay? And then the other one, is going to be 4 by 3.5. Let's see if I can do that. Here's my 4-inch side. And there is 3.5. Wow. Yep, that's my 3.5 inch line right there. That really isn't as hard to measure as I'm making it look. Okay, so that's gonna go on there. And then I'm gonna take this piece of white paper. I'll get you out of the way. And I am going to stamp in my early espresso. Thanks ever so much. And I am actually putting both words on one block. Okay? So, I'm going to ink those up and stamp them on my paper. I'm going to go down a little bit towards the bottom because I am going to put seriously on top of it. So it'll say seriously, thanks ever so much. But I'm going to put my seriously in my old olive. Okay, so I'm just going to ink it up alone here. And go right there with it. Okie dokie. We'll get these out of the way. Bring our big shot in because I am going to use some stitched rectangular framelits with this one. Look at these stitched rectangles. They are dies and they layer right on top of each other. This isn't all of them. They kind of nest one on another, so you have a great background with it. So I'm gonna cut my seriously things from there. So let's bring my big shot in. All right. So I'm going to take my magnetic plate, one clear plate, and put my cardstock right on top of it, and then I'm going to center my words. Because it's magnetic, it's going to hold it. So I'm sure that I'm going to get it just perfectly centered in there. Okay? And I'm going to put my clear plate on top. I actually am going to go a little bit more towards the end because I want to put my flowers on there. So I'm just going to leave a little more white space on the right side of my words. Okay, now before I'm going to take that out of there. And I want to mount my words on a piece of old olive cardstock. So I'm going to take just a scrap piece of paper and run it through with this kind of fancy die that has kind of a ruffled edge to it. So I'm going to put that through. And I think that this framelit is a little bit bigger than what I want it to be. I want it to be kind of snugged up against my words. So you can leave it this way if you like. I kind of like a more even edge on my top and my bottom. So I'm going to put it through again and cut this green piece a little bit smaller. So what I'm going to do is lay it on my magnetic sheet. And I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive behind my thank you so much so that it's not hopping around up there. And I'm going to center that so I have it adhered here. So my sentiment is adhered right onto my old olive layer. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is take this same ornate die And I'm going to lay it right on top of there. Let me situate it and then I'll lift it up so I can show it to you. I'm going to lay it just on top of here so that I'm going to run it back through and cut that bottom part off. Okay? So I'm lined up on my edges. My left and right edges are all lined up, and I have a little bit of a space at the top. So I'm going to put it on here and just get a little shorter piece. And you can always put a little piece of tape on there, a little post-it note holder. They have post-it note tape now that a customer of mine brought to me. I absolutely love it, so that it stays, but you just want to be sure you've got it all lined up on there. And I'm just going to trust my luck. Okay? So I'm going to run it back through. So that enables you to give your dies a little bit more life and flexibility when you can do a little maneuvering and make them a better size that you want to use. Okay? So there we go. It's just going to give it a little, I like that more closed in feeling. I don't like that words where it's too much at the top. So let's get the big shot out of here. Oh, and I can see I did not hit my 3.5-inch mark. I think that's going to be okay though. You know what? I really want that 4 by 3.5. So let's try that piece again because I want it to, I want to be able to put some ribbon on it. Gonna have to learn the curve with this one. So that's 4 inches. And then this one's gonna be 3.5. They have the centimeters up there too. Let's see. Oh, much better. Put it at the right angle and it works like a charm. Okay, so I have all of my pieces together now, and I didn't want to use the ribbon that came with it just because I thought that this braided linen trim had more of a kind of summery garden feel to it maybe, so that's what I'm going to put with it. So let's start by, can you guys hear that? My dog is right above me digging up his spot. He is like beside himself with my husband home and my son home and all of us in different spots in the house. He has no idea who to guard or how to guard them, and so this is what he's been doing. He spends a few minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, digging his spot up like he's gonna lay in it, and then he walks over to his bed and lays down in his bed. It's like he just has nervous energy. He's gonna dig his way through the carpet. Okay, maybe he's done. I'm sorry about that. I sequester myself downstairs so we don't have any interruptions from my husband and my son, and the old Harvey gets in on the action. Okay, so I'm going to put some adhesive all the way around this 3.5 by 4 piece of paper. And then I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm just going to tape it on the edge and wrap it around 2 times. So we'll get a nice piece on the border there. All right. And that, if my piece was only 3.25 inches there, I wouldn't have room for this ribbon. And I really like the look that the ribbon gives it. Okay, so I'm going to add a little more adhesive or snail right on top of the braided trim. And go this way with it. You can go the other way if you'd like. I'm left-handed, so I like, as my mom always said, things the wrong way. So let's get it on there the wrong way, girls. And then this is already adhered. Remember, I adhered it when I cut that extra little piece off down there. And I did cut out 3 little daisies from the Designer Series paper. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of those. And just kind of arrange them in here. Oh my gosh, now he's up there growling. Okay, and then we're just going to adhere it to the front of the card. My scrap paper has worked on it there. So let's get this in here. You want to be sure you don't take your tape all the way over to the edge or you will tape it closed. Okay, and then I just took some ribbon. And my ribbon is really, I get the best bow from it. If I kind of curl it first, it just kind of breaks down some of the fibers in it. I'm just going to do that. I cut an awfully big piece. I probably could do a double bow with this one, but we'll do it that way. And I do bunny ears. So I make 2 little bunny ears. And one hops over the other and then comes up through the hole. And then I pull my 2 bunny ears tight. And then I'm just going to put my finger down there and straighten them out a bit. Oh, this one needs to come a little bit smaller. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my snips and trim them off. Okay. So that's my cute little bow. I like this. I think this is an absolutely adorable card, but watch what happens. Well, I won't put them on here, but this one I added the little gilded gems too that come in there, right? Look how much that picked that card up. Did it make it pop? Yeah. It's amazing how just the addition of that little bit of shine and glimmer brought to that card. So never ever underestimate the importance of just adding that little something extra. So I'm going to turn you guys up. I hope you enjoyed that card. We had so much fun on our play date. We managed to get it in before we were under house arrest. But lots of playing still going on, especially with that sweet. It has everything that you need. Hi, Kieran. Hi, Sherry. I love that sweet too. Hi, Barb. Hi, Susie. Thanks for watching. I do hope that you guys, if you are Paper Pumpkin subscribers, you will tune in to our Paper Pumpkin Pajama Party, which is going to happen virtually on this Saturday night already. It will happen the last Saturday of every month. All you need to do is, number 1, go to the virtual Paper Pumpkin PJ Party Facebook page, Facebook group. Join the group, okay? And right there on that group page is the link that you're going to use for our Zoom call. It has a list of our Zoom calls through, I think I scheduled 7 of them just because I wasn't sure how long it would last. So that is the link that you're going to use to check in each time for our call. Grab your PJs, your paper pumpkin kit, maybe a coffee or a tea or a wine, whatever you want, and we are going to all craft together. Not crafting like this where you watch me, but we are going to all share in the paper pumpkin experience, and we can see your faces. That's the beauty of Zoom. It's like a virtual conference call, and so we all get to see each other's faces. And I know already I'm missing so many people. So I will be doing a lot of things Zoom. Our team meeting will be a Zoom meeting. But right now, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can sign up for that. If you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you really need to be. This is a kit that will come right to your door every month, and it has everything you need in it to make some wonderful cards or projects. I shared this last month's kit with you in a little live video, and I'll share that link again so you can go back and watch it and see exactly what the kit is all about. So, hi Judy, thanks for tuning in, and Nanette. So you can go back and watch that, and like I said, I hope that you'll join us virtually for that. And if you are a demonstrator, our Diva Night is also going virtual via Zoom, and that happens this Wednesday. So you need to go to the Demo Divas Facebook group page, join the page, and the link for our virtual Demo Diva Night will be right there. Okay? Thanks so much, you guys. Please stay healthy, stay sane, and come back and craft with me again very soon. Bye-bye.